Alright, Playboys, we back. It's very late in the night. I was like actually about to pack it up and go to bed. But we have the Datamines now, so we're going to go ahead and cover this bad boy. We got the stats for all the guys. We also have the Hall of Forms info, and we have a new support pack to buy in the shop, and a bunch of other things. So let's just dive right in. We're going to start with Hall of Forms here. So this is going to be our Hall of Forms round for this batch. We actually have 2 legendary heroes to work with. So we've got Legendary Ephraim, and we have Legendary Erica. Then we also have the Baby Innies, and then we also have the Winter Arter there. So a pretty interesting lineup. Could it have been better? Yeah, obviously, they always can be, but I guess it's okay. Legendary Ephraim is not quite that guy anymore. He used to be pretty solid after he got his remix, but right now, not so much. So he's kind of an RIP. Legendary Erica is still kind of workable. She's not the worst. She's got no follow-up. She's got dodge-based DR. I think she has special acceleration on hit as well, so she's not the worst. She also has Kanto 2 built in from Lunar Brace, so you can kind of get away with her. You can run some good stuff on her. There's good stuff to pick up on her, like Flared Sparrow, Distant Attack Speed Solo, things like that will be available in Hall of Forms. So you could get a decent kit for her right out the gates and I guess merge into yours or just get a free copy there. Not free, but form a sold copy. Alright, then we also have Baby Innies, who it's hard to say what kind of skills you may want to give this guy before we actually see what his refine does. So I don't know. I know a lot of people have built him though. He's one of the more common plus 10s because at one point in time he actually was the best free-to-play unit. So it's difficult to say what kind of skills you may want to pick up for him, but as things stand right now, he's kind of like a blank slate. We don't really know what to do with him until we see refined details. But for now, I guess, like, what kind of good skills would you want to give to this guy? I guess, like, attack speed finish 4 for the A skill. Prime 4 actually would have been pretty cool, but that's not going to be available right now. Yeah, I guess go for a finish, and then for the B skill, you could go physical and all follow-up, or what other good B skills would there be for this guy? Maybe like Desperation 4, maybe? And then for the C skill, you can go Pledge, you can go Oath, you could go... Maybe Speed Smoke even, get some dodge-based DR there. I don't know. There's a lot of good skills for infantry, of course, so if you plan to pick them up, then you're going to have to get creative. And then finally, the Winter Archer. I actually literally did a video for the best units to give the new Arcane Green Tome to. And this guy actually showed up in there. He is, believe it or not, the best Green Tome armored unit in the game. There's only 4 of them, so it's not like there's big competition. But the other 3 are Winter Bruno, and also Valentine Alphonse, and the Halloween Henry. This guy just has the best stat line for an armored unit, so he's actually pretty good. You can get some good stuff for him, like Special Spiral 4 is actually pretty good with him when you're running Armored Flow. You're not going to be able to pick up the Arcane Green Tome, obviously. There's no arcane weapons in Hall of Forms, which sucks, but it is what it is. His base weapon wasn't the worst. I think it had built-in Unity for attack res, so that's actually not too bad. Snow Globe. You want to give him a save skill, obviously. Def Res Far Save or Attack Res Far Save. Whichever Far Save skill tickles your fancy the best, I guess. And that's pretty much all there is to say about him. Also, Fire Flood Boost should be available, I think. And that's a pretty damn good skill to be given to this guy. Fire Flood Boost, still only 1 unit that has it. And it's not a unit you would necessarily want to fodder. Okay, so that covers us for Hall of Forms. Let's move on to the support pack here. So this one is going to be for new character maps or character backgrounds that you can get. So 22 orbs for $8.99 US, basically $9. These, I mean, I'm never going to say don't get these. If you're interested in the backgrounds they offer, some of them are pretty fire. Like the Halloween one was actually hella dope. If you're interested, get it, but is it worth the money? I would say no. You're probably better off just getting the Fay Pass for this price, giving you auto start and a spark on seasonal banners. So let's actually take a look at these backgrounds here. So this one I think is for the regular, like this is the regular background, and then this one here would be the S rank support background. What is this, a Shire? This looks like straight out of Lord of the Rings. This is the Shire. This is how the Hobbit houses looked. That is very funny. Obviously, this is the fairy realm from book 4, but these tiny little cottages literally just look like the houses from the Shire to me. All right, that's very funny. Okay, so those are the support pack stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the stats for the new units now, and we'll also take a look at art while we're at it. So, the wonderful Suzuki Rika can never fail. We got this very beautiful art for Sonia here. This is really good. I love the details that she does. Specifically on the faces are really good all the time. Alright, then we have her sitting down here for the attack art. I love the queen. Like, she's just sitting down like a queen there. Sitting in midair, too. Like, she's just floating there. Alright, here we got her blowing a kiss. Alright, very cool. Very fan servicey. And then finally, the injured artwork there. So, our girl Sonia. Let's see here. Stat line, we got 38 HP. We got 47 attack, 32 speed, 20 defense, and 45 res for an overall BST of 182. And then she's got double super boons on attack and res. So, right where we want them for the most part. She's going to be a pretty good nuking unit. Her unique ace skill gives her special acceleration at the start of every turn. On turn 1, it's -2. And then from every turn after that, it's -1. And she can actually nuke pretty easily with blazing specials. That's the way that they built her on her base kit. So on turn 1, you're getting the -2 from her ace skill, and then you're also getting -1 from her weapon, the Arcane Green Tome. And you're free to give her like times pulse 4 if you want to get another -1 there. And then from then on, she can just spam like Blazing Wind over and over if you want. So that would be one possible option. Obviously, she's going to have multiple other builds. And her being a rearmed hero, well, yeah, she is a rearmed hero, so you'd be able to give her all the good fodder stuff like Flare, for example. She is an infantry tome. You give her Magic Null follow-up if you want, so that's another good skill. Times Pulse 4, as we just mentioned. Special Spiral 4 also. So a lot of very good skills for her to work with and pass around to your other guys. Okay, then we have the first of the Attuned heroes. So this is going to be Peony here. Alright, so here is the artwork for her. Her clothes are just so freaking tight. You can see, like, literally all the curves, all the details on her legs and chest area. They really did not leave much to the imagination with this one. And this pose, too. Like, they got to give us some crazy leg shots there. Alright, but Peony's killing it there with the leg action. Reminds me of Lady Legacy from Teen Titans Go, if you guys remember that. Alright, and then we have the injured artwork from Peony. So, the cool thing about these attuned heroes is that they can basically function as rearmed heroes. You can use them as a fodder bank for your other characters. So, that's really good. She is a flying melee type, so she's got access to a lot of good stuff. Also, being a dancer gives her access to some good stuff, too. So, she comes with Rock Slide Dance, but you could also give her Firestorm Dance if you prefer. You can give her Soaring Guidance, Guidance 4. You can give her, Guard Bearing as well. That's another good thing for melee flyers to get. So, lots and lots of options for this Peony here. And of course, being an attuned hero, she comes with the Oath skill. Attack, Oath, Echo. So if you would be interested in giving some X skills to your guys, then Peony's going to be your girl. Stat line is 40 HP. We got 40 attack, 45 speed, 25 defense, and 29 res. Overall BST is 179, and then she has 1 super boon on plus attack. Would have been nice to get speed as well, but I guess we'll take what we can get. So there you guys go with that. Alright, next up we have Triandra, who is also an attuned hero. She comes with Deathblow Echo, which is... It's better than a lot of people are giving it credit for, actually. Just getting, like, in-combat attack of 4 for free. Essentially, like, on a skill that we didn't actually have access to before is pretty good. Particularly on brave weapons, I would say it's going to skyrocket in value there. So, this is her base art. Now, we did see her base art before. We didn't see the rest of her artworks, though. So, here's the attacking one. And we got the special one there. I like the effect on, like, how the energy is coming out, like, in a wave there. And then behind, it's, like, kind of dusting. Like, you get the particle effect. Pretty cool. All right, then finally we got the injured artwork for her. Okay, so Triandra's stat line, we got 39 HP. We got 44 attack, 46 speed, 27 defense, and 22 res. Her BST is 178, and then she's got super boons on attack, speed, and res. So it just triples super boons right there. Pretty good. Now, Triandra has this really interesting support effect on her weapon where she melts the enemies. Whenever your allies in combat initiate against the foes, they're going to do an additional 5 true damage to the foes prior to combat. So it's similar to Flared Sparrow. She just does this as a support to everyone that's fighting in 3 columns and 3 rows centered on her. So that's going to be a pretty wild amount of true damage to stack with Flared Sparrow builds. So you can just melt people to death pretty much. I think she is probably... I do think I like her better than Peony. I like her weapon effect a little better. And also her dance effect I think is really nuts too. She does -5 to the enemy stats, and then she does not foe penalty doubler. She does sabotage on the foe. So you can get a lot of debuffs out of her dance as well. And again, just like Peony, she is a melee flying dancer. So lots and lots of good skills you can give her to pass around to your other units. Okay, we have Mycin up next. I think Mycin is being criminally underrated, actually. This guy, his weapon does a lot of debuffs. He does like 20% of his defense as a debuff to the foe. And then whatever that number is, you add 6 on top of it. So assuming he's got like 60 points of defense, that would be -12 to the enemy's attack and defense. And then another 6 as well for -18. Like that's raw as hell, bro. Then he also gives support too. At start of turn, he gives attack and defense, or defense and res up 6 to allies in 2 spaces, and a status effect that lets them nullify the enemy's bonuses. So this guy is actually kind of cooking, and I don't think too many people are like wise to how good he's cooking right now. All right, so here is the regular art for him. Oh, really cool pose there with the attacking art. All right, then we got the special attack art. Very subtle effect there, but again, the pose is really cool. And finally, the injured artwork. His hair is coming undone. Okay, so Mycin's got 40 HP. We got 46 attack, 16 speed, 45 defense, and 37 res. Holy min-maxing Batman. Look at that, 16 speed. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. And then he's got 184 for the BST, and then double super boons on attack and defense. So right where we want him. Just give this guy all the defense in the world, and he's going to be really tough to kill with physical attacks, actually. So that's pretty nice that they built him in the way they did. Okay, and then finally we got these two over here. So we have Hestia, and then we have Marla. Marla is going to be the Grand Hero Battle Unit. And then Hestia is going to be the prize unit that we get from clearing some missions. So let's take a look at their stats here. So, well, actually, let's take a look at the artwork first, I guess. So I actually completely forgot who these two were. They're actually Sonia's sisters. They're witches just like her. Although, obviously, Sonia is not gray in the skin. So, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Sonia applied enough lotion to herself, like sunscreen, while she was going to the beach and stuff. I don't know. She took care of her skin. All right, here is the attacking art. Here is the special attack art. All right, this one is a blue tome. The other one is a red tome. And then here's the injured art from Hestia. Okay, so she's got 40 HP. We got 45 attack, 31 speed, 23 defense, and 43 res, giving us a 182 BST overall. Then she's got double super boons on defense and res. So is this unit going to be a solid merge project? I would say she's okay. She can actually put in some work with the Arcane Blue Tome. So both of these units actually have very good stat lines for nuking builds. If you're going to run Arcane Eclipse and Arcane Euphoria on them, then they can actually work out. Lots of attack and res, which is exactly what we want if we're going to spam stuff like Iceberg and Glacies with them. With Special Spiral 4 and all the stuff Times Pulse 4 and things like that, they can blow enemies up. They can be pretty solid nuke options. So they are okay if you want to build them. Okay, this is Marla's artwork. So here is the base art. Then we got the attacking art. Pretty simple, but I actually kind of like this one. All right, then we got the special attack art, and then finally the injured artwork there. Okay, so Marla's attack stat, or, well, I guess she's got 46 attack, 38 HP, 33 speed, 20 defense, and 45 res. BST overall is 182, and only 1 super boon on res. I love how all the 5 stars on the banner get plus attack. And then, of course, the 2 free-to-play units. Because they're nuking units, of course, they don't get to get plus attack. But we'll take plus res because that's the next best thing for them. So I guess that at least is fine. And again, like I said, they can play very solid nuke rolls if you want. Okay, so now let's take a look at their skills. So Marla here has Rowardeer, which is basically just Spider Plushie all over again, but in red tome form. Yeah, we got Glacies there for the special. That's fine. Sabotage res 3 at 5-star. That's not too shabby because you can pick up Sabotage attack res with this as the prerequisite. So that's fine. We'll take that. All right, and then she's also got Infantry Hexblade 3 at 4-star. Okay, so Marla has Blardeer. They both had the same weapons, just different colors. Okay, Iceberg on this one instead of Glacies. Then we got Attack and Res Ideal 3 at 5-star. And we have Res Ploy 3 at 4-star, which is actually pretty good because it's a nice prerequisite for Def Res Ploy and Attack Res Ploy, both very strong C skills. So at least we got some nice pickup here for getting some easier fodder. And then finally, Flow Refresh. This is the inheritance requirements for this. You need Flow Refresh 3 as a prerequisite, which should go without saying. And then it's the same exact condition as that one. Flying and cavalry melee types only, which makes sense. Not beasts, though. Beasts and dragons get the shaft, but swords, lances, and axes are good to go. So, yeah, I don't know if you would even want to give this out, though. You probably would rather just give Guard Bearing to her. Or like Firestorm Dance or Rock Slide Dance or something. That would make a little more sense for this unit to pass around. Okay, so let's just quickly do a refresh. Let's see if we missed anything. Oh, we got super zoomed in there. Oh, Attuned Quest. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Those are going to be the quests to get your copies of Marla. All right, then we have an early bird chapter preview. The chapter is going to drop in about an hour and 40 minutes from now, so I can wait. I don't need to spoil that. All right, here are going to be the missions. So, basically, clear 2-1. What is this? Book 7. No, this is not Book 7. This is Book 4, Chapter 2, Part 1. So, all right, there you go. There's 1 5-star copy of Marla. Or Hestia, rather. We get an orb, we get another copy, so we get 2 copies. These are going to be like a random assortment of chapters, it seems like. Just clear the chapters. Pretty easy. You don't even have to, like, clear it flawlessly either, so you're allowed to lose units. Oh, we get some grails, too. Pretty nice. Lots of orbs, some refinement stones. Some grails again, pretty good. All right, yeah, these are very easy. And then we're getting tickets, too, for the banner. Actually, that's really good. Yeah, so tickets for the banner, obviously, I mean, a lot of people are on the fence on this banner. They just want to skip because we're all aware that there's going to be better echo skills in the future. These first 2 are like the Death Blow 4 of gold border skills. They were the first to come out, but they're also going to be the first to get power crept. So people are just going to wait until they invest heavily on echo skills. But right now, though, just like looking at the banner on paper, it's got 3 rearmed heroes on it. 2 of them are color sharing, and they're all pretty good heroes in terms of what kind of skills you can give them and pass around. So there's a lot of value on the banner if you plan to summon. It's also a pretty good banner for just sparking because you get triple sparks on the banner. So there's no shame in summoning if you want to. But like most people, I would have to say you can safely skip. There's going to be better echo skills later if that's what you really want to go for on the banner. And it looks like we're getting like 5 tickets here. Oh, wow. No, more. Wow. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. KO 1, 5, 15, 20, 30. Okay, so 5 tickets in total. Because of the way that it was broken up into 2 images, it looked like more. But we're getting 5 tickets here, and then, of course, we're getting tickets from the Forging Bonds as well. So that's quite a lot of summons we're going to be able to do for free on this banner. That's not too bad. So anyways, that's going to wrap us up for this breakdown of the Datamines. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And this is your boy Tacho signing out, guys. So take care, and I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.